Hi guys, what's up? This is Shuri from eGadgets for you. Now this is a new Micromax Canvas Nitro 3 released lately, and let us go ahead and do the unboxing of this particular handset. Before starting anything else, if we dig deep into the back side of this particular handset, you will find that it gives you the specs about this particular handset, the noteworthy things that are present over there. It's also known as the E352 Micromax variant. So let me just go ahead and open the seal for the very first time and open the box. Okay, this is a Micromax Nitro 3 handset. Let us just dig deep into the other aspect that comes around the box. We do have the 2500 milliampere of battery. Apart from that, we do have the standard Micromax stuffs that tells about the handset, the SAR information value, and of course the warranty card. So these are pretty useful stuffs along with the user guide also. As being the latest trend, we do find the screen protector that comes along with the Micromax Nitro 3 handset as well. Then again, you have this wonderful box, opening which you find the earpiece. This looks nice, looks good, and maybe feel great to the ears. That remains testing also. We do have the microphone over here also. Lastly and most importantly, we do have the USB charger along with the wall mount charger point over here. So these are the things that comes along with the Micromax Canvas Nitro 3. Let us just put aside each and everything and dig deep into the handset at first. In the front of the handset, you do find a screen protector that tells about the 2 gigs of RAM, the IPS panel, the octa-core processor, and the internal memory with the camera information. Let me just go ahead and peel off the screen protector for now. Now at the back of the Micromax Canvas Nitro 3, we find the slot to insert the micro SD card that supports up to 32 gigs, and of course we have the primary micro SIM slot over here and the micro SIM 2 slot over here, and the battery just goes over here like this. Straightforward stuff. Let me just go ahead and give you a physical overview of the handset at first. On the top, we do have the 3.5mm jack input. At the front, we have a LED flash, the earpiece, the 5 megapixel shooter, the 5-inch of display screen. Towards the bottom, we do have the home button, the back button, and the multitasking button. The left hand side of the handset does not contain any of the switches. The right hand side, we do have the volume rockers and the power on and off button, or the screen lock button over here, which are nicely crafted. The side edges does looks like it's metal build, but it's not metal, premium plastic end of the day, but the finishing and the design is superb. Just at the bottom, you will find the USB connector point or the USB charger point over here, the mouthpiece also over here. At the back, you have a texture like finish that just adds the value of this particular handset as well, and also it will give you a good grip in your hands. Feels great to hold in your hand also. We do have the 13 megapixel shooter with the LED flash, the Micromax branding, the speaker grills just at the bottom of the back. So let us just go ahead and power on the device for the very first time. It's Micromax powered by Android. Okay, the Canvas logo appears. Okay, this is the setup screen. Let me just go ahead very quickly and set up the full phone and come back to you within a moment. This is a very first look at the Micromax Canvas Nitro 3 after the setup has been done. The first noteworthy point that we can see over here is that the home button, the back button, and the multitasking button are present right over the screen, as you can see over here. You see that the auto brightness sensor is not present right over here, but then again we do have something that says a power saving mode over here, so that is quite handy and useful. Let us just go to settings and navigate to about phone. You see this particular handset comes with Android version of 5.1, which is Lollipop straight out of the box. Storage wise, this particular phone has an inbuilt storage of 16 gigs, out of which something around 9.87 gigs is available to the users. Additionally, you can add an micro SD card that supports up to 32 gigs, and it also supports an USB OTG. Under settings, you will find pretty straightforward standard stuffs, but then again you do find some of the enhancement and the features which you can use to optimize your handset to your will and just as per as your need and you wish it to display or show, something like that. Talking about specs, this particular Micromax Canvas Nitro 3 does have an IPS panel with LCD capacitive touch screen with 16 mm of color. It has a 5-inch of display over here, and it supports a resolution of 1280 into 720 pixel. It has a pixel density of 294. So having an IPS panel, the display angles, viewing angles are great in this particular handset, but then again, in the long run, on extensive usage and high-end usage of games and all, we need to see that how the display holds up. Moving on, with the new UI of Micromax, we do not find a cluster of apps present or whatsoever over here, just pretty useful stuffs. We do have the FM ready over here, that does comes in handy. We do have another app that says backup and restore. The backup and the restore can be dealt with one single click of this particular app. Moving on to further hardware features of this particular phone, you will find that it runs on a MediaTek MT6592M chipset that has an octa-core processor clocked at 1.4 GHz with Cortex A7 and a GPU of Mali 450 MP4. Additionally, it has a 2 GB of RAM. Speaking about the handsets, if you find that the particular keyboard does looks good, does looks handy over here, although the numpad is different from that of the alphabetical pad as is evident in any Micromax handset. Let us just go ahead and open our website at first. If we go ahead and open the website egadgetsforyou.com, you will find that the combination of the chipset, a decent RAM, and of course with the Wi-Fi network, it does loads fast enough and looks good also. If we go ahead and browse the net for some time, you will find that the viewing angles are obviously great. IPS panel, LCD capacitive touchscreen does a great deal to the display of this particular handset. Reading news is great. The pinch to zoom works perfect without fail. There is no lag whatsoever in this particular handset, and of course the touch sensation is awesome. More or less, the Micromax Canvas Nitro 3 has done some wonderful features, and obviously it does performs to a great deal. As always, the most talked about feature of any handset is the camera. The Micromax Canvas Nitro 3 does have a 13 megapixel shooter at the back with LED flash and has a 5 megapixel shooter at the front. If we dig deep over here, you will see that at the top you do find the photo enhancement mode, the panoramic and stuff like that which are present over here. Additionally, if we go to settings, you find the standard like the shutter sound, the exposure, the color effects, the scene mode and the white balance. Pretty useful stuff, decent stuff that are found over here. And again, you can easily go ahead and customize your option at per your will, at per your wish, and shoot a picture. Let me just bring about an object and shoot a picture at first. Let me just go ahead and shoot without using tap to focus. Okay, it took the picture very quickly. And now if I use tap to focus and then shoot a picture, and let us just go ahead and open the images and see how it came along. Now in this image I have used tap to focus, and you will find that it does get a decent output over here, and also yes, the display, the viewing angles, the curves and edges of the object are nicely depicted in this particular picture. Now talking about this particular picture, I have not used tap to focus over here, but still it came out wonderful, it came out great. The 13 megapixel shooter is a good, but not the best, because I have seen a much more beautiful pictures with a 13 megapixel shooter in other handsets also. But nonetheless, considering the budget that it comes along with of 8,500 rupees, it's a good output of camera perspective as well. That's it guys, hope this video helps for the quick unboxing and the first overview of let me just use this particular handset a bit more and come up with a detailed review. Stay subscribed to my YouTube channel to catch more interesting videos from me. Hope this video helps. That's it guys, bye for now.